Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing good today. So in today's video, I am going to talk about makeup that I have been using and that are under rupees 300. So I like to do these kinds of videos, put makeup in a category according to price ranges. For example, best makeup under 500, 300, 200. So that's what we are going to be doing in today's video. I'm going to recommend you guys some products that I have recently discovered and have already used them on my face as well. So without further ado, let's get started. Also, if you are someone who's new to my channel, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you like it here. I hope you like the vibe. I hope you like my content. If you end up liking my content, you can hit the subscribe button, along with that the notification bell, because that way YouTube is going to recommend you my videos more, and I post 4 days a week. So yeah, let's get into the video now. So the first thing that I have been recently using is this Bae Pro Primer. Now these primers are like color correcting primers. These aren't like concealers. Do not get confused with that. These have very less coverage to them. They will just brighten up your face, and the base of this is very silicone like, so they will also just give you a little bit of the blurring effect. I got the yellow color correcting primer, so this is just to give you a little bit of the brightening. And yeah, I really have been loving this. I use only this in only specific areas, like where I feel like I do have a little bit of texture around my nose area, on my forehead, so that is where I'll be using this. And I can instantly see that yes, it does brighten those areas a little bit. So that is why I really have been loving this, and it only retails for really less, 249 rupees, so under 200 rupees, and you get this on sale all the time. So I feel like this is such a great primer. Even if I have dry skin, you guys know that I do not like to use primers that give me a very mattifying effect. This doesn't do that. Yes, it can make my texture look very smooth, like my skin look very smooth, gives a little bit of the brightening effect, and that's it. It's not going to mattify my skin. And that is why, being a dry skin girl, I really do like this a lot, and I really have been loving this ever since I tested this out in a video. I really have been using this continuously. The next thing that I have is something that I recently purchased. This is a foundation. I purchased this for only 199 rupees. And I was like, wow, this foundation is so good. This is the Bae foundation, and I only got this because this says it's a liquid foundation, Dewy Drops liquid foundation. It has the word dewy. So I grab any makeup that says dewy or glossy or hydrating in it. And being a only 199 rupees foundation, and that too it's a dewy foundation, I had to get it. I got the shade 06 Mocha. So this shade actually really suits my skin tone perfectly. By the way, I am NC35 in MAC, and in Maybelline Fit Me I am 230. So this foundation, the only thing I didn't like about this foundation is that I know it's very affordable, but I wish this didn't come in this kind of packaging, because it is not a very liquid foundation. I feel like it is more so like a it has a little bit of thick consistency, so it is very hard to get this foundation out of this bottle. Other than that, the coverage is very minimal. I would say it definitely doesn't cover up all your dark spots or anything if that you may have, but it looks so good on your skin. It is, I would say, more than a BB cream but less than a foundation. So I really did like this a lot. It suits my skin so nicely, and it's not too dewy. I thought it was going to be a really dewy foundation or really hydrating foundation. It's actually not too dewy, and it's not too matte also. You guys know I always like to make my skin, like, keep my skin hydrated. So if you have dry skin, definitely go in with a hydrating primer, or just keep your skin hydrated and then go in with this foundation, and oh my god, you're going to love how beautiful and skin like this looks. So the next product I have here is something that I instantly fell in love ever since I used it, and this is the Mars Blossom Concealer. Now Mars have a Blossom foundation that is like a full coverage foundation with a dewy finish. So this is the similar version of that foundation. So this is like a full coverage foundation with a dewy finish, concealer with a dewy finish. So I got the shade 03 Warm Sand. Now this shade is a little bit lighter for my skin tone, but it's just 1 or 2 shades lighter, so that works as a brightening or highlighting concealer. I absolutely did like it. Yes. The only thing I would say is that it's not too full coverage. If you're going in, with keeping this in mind that it's too full coverage, I do think you are going to be disappointed because it gives a very medium, light to medium coverage. I am totally okay with that because this actually makes my under eyes look very dewy, and that is, my goal, to just look dewy all the time. So yes, I did really like it, especially for the price. I do think that this is really good. I will be comparing this with other Mars concealers that they have later, but for now I really have been loving this a lot. And again, for the price, this is just so good, you guys. I mean, every time I just use these makeup, I'm like, wow, the prices are so affordable and the quality of these products are so good. So yeah, I end up using them all the time. And ever since I tested this out in a video, it's been 3 days or 4 days since I posted that video, but I actually filmed it long time back. So yeah, ever since that video, I really have been using the Mars Blossom Concealer, and yeah, I really did end up liking it a lot. So the next product we have here is, I don't have a bronzer or nor do I have a blush that falls under the rupees 300 category. So I'm not going to mention any of that. Let's just straight on move on with the highlighter. Now this highlighter, a lot of people were asking me, does it have shimmers in it? I will show you a clip of me filming, my skin with my phone using flash, so that you can see if this Mars highlighter have shimmer in it or not, because a lot of you guys were asking it, and on camera it doesn't pick up if it has shimmer or not. So I will be doing that, don't you worry. But for me, I feel like it doesn't have visible shimmers to it. Obviously it's a highlighter, it is going to have little bit of micro shimmers that I feel like it just looks super glossy on your skin. It wears very nicely with your foundation as well, and you just need a very tiny amount. It glides on really nicely, and it's not patchy or it's not drying like other highlighters tend to do sometimes. It sits so beautifully on top of foundation, and it's a product that I feel like you don't have to set it, because a lot of liquid highlighters, sometimes what happens is that they remain tacky on your skin, and then you have to go in again with your powder highlighter. But with this, I noticed that once it sets, it doesn't move around, and it doesn't look it doesn't feel tacky as well. So that's another thing I liked about this highlighter. I got the shade Champagne here because I really love champagne shades, golden shades on my skin tone. And yeah, it's a really good highlighter. It does photograph really nicely as well, and it looks super dewy, super glossy on your skin. If you love a very natural looking highlighter, I do think that you are going to love this, especially for the price. It is amazing. It just retails under rupees 300. Also, if you use my code Arnakshi10, you get 10% off. But anyway, yes, I did end up liking this, and I have already talked about this highlighter so many times. So yeah, I just wanted to mention this again in today's video and show you guys the if it does contain shimmer or not, because a lot of you guys were asking me about it. So yeah, I did end up liking the highlighter a lot. So the next product I got here is this liner kajal that I got from Essence, and I was searching for this liner for so long. And I know I recently did do a try on test on makeup where I tried this, and I really did love this, you guys. I honestly was searching for a liner like this which had this cranberry plum shade to it, and I really wanted a liner that I can just smoke it out. Today also I did the whole smoking out kind of an effect where I feel like it looks so good, especially this time of the year. I really love a berry or a cranberry liner, and this has everything a good liner should have. And I use a brush to smudge out the liner, and it does smudge. Also, it stays put. So once it sets, it sets. You get a little bit of time to blend this out and smoke it out a little bit, so you have your time to do that. And once it sets, it is not going to budge, and it is amazing. And for the price, definitely if you are looking for a good plum berry shade liner, you can check the Essence liner out, and this is in the shade Berry Fantastic. I honestly did like this, and it was actually really fantastic and really amazing. So the next product I tried recently and I fell in love. I have used this only once on camera, so I did want to mention this in today's video as well. This is the NY Bae Crayon. This is the Eye Crayon. They have so many different colors, you guys, on these NY Bae crayons. I didn't know that they had so many different shades in here, and obviously I had to get the lilac one because I haven't seen a lilac pencil liner, especially for this price. So I haven't only, but like generally also I haven't seen a liner pencil that is in the shade lilac. So this is a total, pastel lilac tone, and this actually has pigmentation to it too. So it's just not something that NY Bae has on in their line. This is actually a good quality product. I have already said it, but when I got this, I didn't have much expectations because a lot of the times pastel, I don't know, for some reason brands can't formulate good pastel liners, good pastel eyeshadows. So I didn't have that much of high expectations from this, but I used it and I was like, wow, it is so creamy, it is so pigmented, and it actually shows up on my skin tone, and that's a lot, especially coming from such good quality products and such affordable price range as well. So yes, I did end up loving this so much. I have been using this off camera. You guys know I don't do that much of liner looks or colorful looks on my channel. Every time I sit down to do a video or something, I always have neutral makeup on. Like today also I have a neutral makeup on, but I really have I have used this like 5 times already, and that's saying a lot coming from me. So I did end up liking this, and yes, it's a little bit tiny, but for the price, I mean, oh come on, it's really affordable. So the next product I have here is also something that I tested out recently, and I haven't talked about this lip liner that much. This is the Swiss Beauty Bold Matte Lip Liner, and this is in the shade, I think, yeah, Bobby Brown. This is a very well formulated lip liner. So what happens with lip liner is that you don't want them to be too creamy, so you don't want them to be too, stiff as well. So this is, I feel like, is a mesh of both, both of best worlds. This is very creamy, and it also has that stiffness to it, so that it doesn't feel like you are applying a lipstick. So that is why I like this. This shade is almost like a reddish brown shade. Yes, it has a little bit of that brown undertone to it, but also it has a little bit of that red tones to it too. So it is like a very red, red brown shade. Yes, so I did end up liking it, and yes, I really have been using that liner with all of my nude lipsticks. This kind of liner really ties up so nicely, so I have been using this and I really have been loving this a lot. So I had to mention this in today's video because it is one of the best liners I have used. This is more better than MAC lip liners, let me tell you that. This formulation is so much better than the MAC lip liners. So yeah, no, I really did end up liking this. So the last product we have here is lip gloss. Now you guys have been telling me to test out so many different lip glosses, so many different lip gloss formulas. So I have been testing out, I have been on a hunt to test out really good lip gloss formulas, and I found one that is very affordable. So this is actually an Instagram small store. This is the Cute Cosmetics, and I have used this recently on my video and I really ended up liking it so much. I used it in the sunscreen video also that I was wearing. This shade only I was wearing. This is my favorite shade. I got 2 shades and this one is my favorite. So this is the brunch shade. This doesn't have any shimmers to it. It is really good. It is pigmented like how I want my glosses to be, like not too pigmented also, but not too, shimmery also. It has the right amount of pigmentation to it. It has really good shine, and yeah, it's not sticky and it's super glossy, and this tube retails for only 250 rupees. If you get the bigger size, like the bottle size, the one with the bottle, like typical lip glosses come in, so that I think retails for 450 or 500, around that range, but this one is only 250. And if you really want to try an affordable gloss formula, that is amazing. A lot of glosses are not really that great, so that is why I'm having a hard time finding good gloss formulas, because glosses can be a lot harder to find, good formulas, the good ones. So yeah, this one is definitely amazing, and again, a small business on Instagram. You guys definitely should check it out. I loved it a lot. So that was it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you found it helpful in some way. If you're searching for really affordable makeup under rupees 300, these are the products you can check out. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I love you guys a lot. I will be doing much more, in this range, affordable series range, under 500, 300, 200, under 1000 as well, because I know that's not too affordable, but it's like mid-range affordable as well. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.